Okay? We will comment on coherence and punctuation and grammar and structure and everything. We will give you this feedback, and you will have an opportunity to rewrite it and improve it and send it to us again, and we will check it again, and you can send us again, and we can check it again. Usually, like if I do it like 5 times, I did like 5 times with one of my instructors at my university, and I got the highest mark on that essay. So the more times you do, the better is your rating. You really need to write and rewrite. You can't write a good essay in... How much time do you need to write a good essay?
2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah!
That's,
exactly!
That is ridiculous.
This is typical Dublin answer. 2 hours.
That's impressive.
Yeah. 2 hours and you're applying to Yale University. Oh my god.
Are you reading while you do it, or just...
No, it takes me 1 hour to organize my idea, to think about what I want to write, and then 1 hour to concentrate on the structure and on the organization of my ideas.
That's it.
It takes me 2 hours to write an email.
It's amazing. Okay, let me tell you a story. Amy Samuelson.
You don't have to write that name down.
You know what? Probably I keep remembering her. Her representation, and there is a saying in Russian that the person это человек, наверное, икает. You know, like the high cups. You talk about the person
okay.
here. So she is doctor of anthropology, which has a PhD from a very good American university, University of Wisconsin. Okay, she's native speaker of English, and she's American. She's very smart, very intelligent. And we asked her, how much time do you need to write a good grant proposal or application letter or whatever? And guess what she said?
An hour.
1 month. 1 month.
Well, it depends on
31 days.
Well, it depends on the.
It depends on your citizenship. If you're American, you need 1 month. In 2 hours.
Yeah, it depends.
Really?
Of course.
Well, why do you think she said she needs 1 month?
Maybe
She's lazy.
An ultimate perfectionist.
Perfectionist.
Yes, consummate perfectionist.
But what do you think? What are the steps? You know, try to break down this 1 month into steps.
What are we talking about? The grant proposal? Because 1 month is alright for a grant proposal.
Why?
Because 1 month you need to... First you have to talk to the other assistants of the project. I bet she had help from other people as well. She didn't write it alone. If she won the grant proposal.
Okay. Any other ideas?
If we're talking about an, I don't know, employment essay.
Application essay.
Yeah.
What about
1 month? What can you do in 1 month to write? Alright, it's a tough question.
Why does she need? Why does Amy need 1 month?
She needs to write and rewrite and change her ideas. Now, I mean, it depends. He makes a good point. It's different between a grant proposal and an application essay. But you're going to want to make it perfect, right? You have 1 quick shot, to impress people. You have probably 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes is how long the average reader takes on your essay, okay? So if your essay lacks any effort, so for example, if you wrote it in a week, 2 weeks, maybe you rewrote it once or twice.
What does it mean, lacks an effort? What does it mean? You know?
What is effort? You guys know effort? I'm sorry.
Effort, normally.
Effort. It lacks effort.
What is lack?
You don't have to.
Yeah, okay, without being without effort, right? So if if you have a 2-minute audition and you sort of prepared, you're gonna fail that audition. Yeah? Yeah. That's basically what it comes down to. Yeah? Anyway, man.
Yeah.
What do you,
but
you want to,
yeah. So there are certain steps. So you first need to do research about this university, about the department you want to apply for, what professors in the department, what they're teaching, what they're interested in. Then you need to think about yourself, what their personality, then you start planning it, then you write it. Then you probably leave it for a while, then you read it again and change it, then you go to an academic writing instructor and say, oh, can you please have a look, and he tells you what to improve, and then after like 1 month you have a perfect essay. Because guys, and you know what? Another interesting point. People who go to academic writing centers in Yale University, do you think they're all international students? Like people from China, India, and Moldova?
No.
Not sure.
Not sure? Who are they? Are they, how many of them are native speakers of English?
A lot of them. It's not like native speakers don't go. Yeah.
Really? Why do native speakers, why do Americans, native speakers of English, go to this academic writing? Don't they know how to write? Like Moldovans don't need any academic writing, so they can write in 2 hours. What's wrong with Americans?
It's not easy to write. And in fact, people. By the way, you guys are
Is
probably.
it easy to write?
I don't know. Not
No?
quite.
By the way, you guys are probably, if you guys are normal, if you guys are, I don't know, normal people, I would say your writing is worse than people in your position 10 years ago. Yeah, just because of the way we do things now with the internet, find things, copy paste. Yeah, we write less than we did 10, 15 years ago. The average person. Yeah, we have less experience with it. It just happens. It's modern life. And so there's a general decline in
We're better in texting.
writing correctly.
We're better in texting.
That's right.
Yeah, but we're worse in writing essays.
That's right. So guys, but this whole point is that practice, because you just have a quick shot. Yeah, it's about style, etc.
Yeah, but if you guys are telling us that you can write an essay in 2 hours, let's do it. We are going to do it today.
That's
Okay?
right.
This is our unusual session. We kept telling people for the entire academic year, don't write essays in 2 hours. Don't write essays in 2 hours. Like plan, and think about it, and do research. And what we have people like Vladimir, and we have people like Domnul Marin, right? Who kept coming to our presentations and didn't, so far as to my mind, didn't send any essays or grant proposals to us to check. Not yet, right? So what we're going to do today, we're going to write an essay. And not just like a standard essay. We'll give you a choice of 3. Should I give this to them right now?
Sure, why not? Well, you go ahead and talk about it.
You have one. Basically, you will have a choice of 3 essays, 3 different topics. These are real topics. If you want to apply to Yale University, you will need to write one of these. You will need to choose one of these topics and to write an essay. So the idea is this: you will choose later today, not right now. You will choose a topic. You will provide us with your name, with your email. You will write your essay here, and then we will give you our feedback, and then scan it and send it back to you, invite you for a consultation, and invite you to rewrite your essay. Maybe you will have a perfect essay. Maybe you can write a perfect essay in 2 hours. We will see about that. Okay? But this is later today. And why we're doing that? Because we have people like Vladimir who didn't write any essays yet. So this is a great opportunity for you to actually do it. Okay? But we'll do it later. Right now, Will is going to teach you how to write a perfect application essay for Yale University. For Yale University. Okay?
Okay, guys. Good. All right. Let's get going. We're gonna spend most of the time because we're gonna actually sit here and write for a while. Okay, it can be like your process. Okay, we'll do your process here, get it over with.
You will teach us how to do it.
A few things to say, guys. So the whole point of this essay is, like I said, to show the university you, to make yourself look special, right? So you're not all a bunch of numbers. As a result, a lot of these essay questions can be strange. These are Yale University questions, right? But other universities have questions like, for example, I forget which. It's an Ivy League university. One of them has a question that says, "Hey, me and you were in a dark room. Tell me something." Okay, that's their essay question. Another one is, you're writing a 300-page autobiography of yourself. Tell me what's on page 221. Yeah, stuff like this. Yeah, kind of random, weird, kind of goofy questions. Why? Is it because they're wasting time? No, they want to see the character of the person, right? Okay, and that's what we're going to talk about, guys. I'm going to do basically a quick presentation and to remind you some things about style. But For example, Vladimir mentioned during the beginning that you should be doing research about the university and the program you're going into. That's true on like master's applications and things like this. If you guys are just applying as a personal statement at a university, you're just going to be talking about you, okay? So there's flexibility in this, but I'm just going to keep you, I'm just going to remind you, not remind you, I'm just going to let you know about some tips to hold on to. First I want to do this, take a little quiz real quick. This is from, by the way, this is from US News. US News, I took the resources from US News, and I also took it from College Board. They're like sort of the, they're the standard for ranking universities, preparing universities. You know, American high school kids, they get nervous, they're studying for the SATs, this is the stuff they read, okay? This is, they sell the books for $300 to help you prepare for studying for the SAT, to which university you want to go to. All the kids do it, I did it. You go through it, you visit colleges, blah, 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 it's horrible. So things actually a little exciting. Let's take this real quick, just to, as fast as we can, because then we're going to run. So, first question, on your essay question, should you explain why your grades dropped in your personal statement? What does it mean, grades dropped? What does it mean, grades dropped?
So I've got A's like last year, but now I have B's.
Yeah. So you got from 10s, then maybe, I don't know, maybe you got an 8, 7, 6, okay? Should you talk about it in your essay?
No.
No? Why?
Well, if the drop is very big, maybe yes, but not sure.
Okay.
No, unless if they're not questioning it, why are you talking?
Yeah, they're not asking about it. You're trying to impress them with you. Why bring up this? Why bring up the fact that you're a little bit of a loser this year, right? I kind of agree with you. Let's see. So I'm going to say false. Correct. Okay. It's an opportunity to share new details about yourself. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe you can explain it in a different way. Although everyone here looks like they didn't drop in grades. What's the next one here? Talking about recurrent events in your personal statement is always a good idea. Talking about current events.
Not always.
Not always? Not always? Not always?
If it's related to the topic, yeah, but if it doesn't make sense, why you talk about it?
Again, yeah. Why are you bringing this up? You're supposed to be talking about you, right? Now, you can talk about your views on current events, but keep in mind you're going to a university, diverse place. You don't want to be offending people, right? You don't want to have a essay written about like the problem with gypsies or something like this, right? You don't want to offend anyone. You don't want to take any too controversial a stance. So let's say, what do we say? False?
Yeah, false.
Correct. Okay. You should be the star of your own essay. Okay. Using a lot of humor to set yourself apart from other applicants is a great idea. Using a lot of humor. Who here is funny? You're funny.
Yeah.
Are you sure? On paper? Are you sure you're funny on paper? Being funny on paper, it's not you talking, right? You ever write something and it's a joke, and your friend's like, "What is this? What did you write me?" And I was like, "I'm joking." You can't. It's hard to write a joke, right? I'm just saying, yeah. Can you use humor? Absolutely. Should you be careful?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so what should we say on this one? Using a lot of humor.
A lot of humor.
It's false.
You think false if it's a lot of humor? Yeah.
It becomes annoying, you think.
Correct. Okay. Humor can be difficult to pull off well. This is a good phrasal verb. You guys know your phrasal verbs? Pull off. Yeah. You do something successfully. Yeah. Okay. And admissions counselors can tell if you're forcing it, if you're trying to be funny like this, so they can come off not so cool, right? Not so good, right? You want to be cool. You want to be impressive. So not too much humor is dangerous. Writing a rough draft is important. What did Vladimir say about, did Amy spend 1 month just, when Amy was writing over 1 month, was she doing drafts? Or was she just writing like 2 words a day and then putting it aside?
But no, what the draft is here.
Rough draft? Rough draft? What is a rough draft? Do you guys know? You don't use this?
I know draft on like, in football when they just take the players from the university.
No.
That's why
you have a Buffalo.
We're not even familiar with the term.
Okay, I'm sorry. Rough means unrefined. Okay, rough is like the first. Primitive, like a diamond, yeah, like the primitive, the first way. Like you said, you find a rough diamond, you gotta polish it, you gotta clean it up, okay? Rough, furniture is rough before you sand it down. So rough draft is the first draft. the first draft. Okay. Is a rough draft important?
Yes.
What do you say? Yes. I should be enthusiastic. Yes. I think so. Correct. It'll help make your essay concise, clear, and well written. Telling a depressing story about your life is a great way to get sympathy. Should you guys be depressing?
No.
Really capture their attention. Are you sure? Do you have a really great sad story you want to tell?
I am.
You do? You want? Are you gonna capture their attention and make them understand you in 2 minutes?
It's not related to it, so no.
Okay. I would say probably a bad idea. That's right. If you're uncomfortable with anyone outside the emissions observation of your essay, I should say you shouldn't write it. And they say if you want to include something sad, have a positive twist. Okay? Right? You guys are creating here. You guys can make it any way you want. Yeah? Don't leave them, if something bad happened to you, let's say your life is miserable, this is your chance to make your life fantastic on this piece of paper, right? You don't want to depress the people who are reading the essay. It's like, wow, this girl makes me super sad. Let's have her come to university. Should you try to fit your whole life into the essay? Should you try to tell them a lot of stuff?
I'm not sure.
No. Okay, you're going to be limited in space. You want to use that space nicely. You don't want to just be jamming stuff in there, right? Otherwise, you're going to not get any point across. Correct, okay? Focused essay, a focused essay. You pick something specific. Content is more important than writing skills. It's an interesting question. Content is more important. What does it mean, content?
Oh.
The body, the stuff that's...
The stuff you write. Is that more important than your style?
Not. Surely not. You can write about the worst thing in the world, but if you write it right, it's gonna be good.
So you guys agree, style, yeah? You think?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah? Okay. So false, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. They want to know that you can write well. Substantive, well written. And is there any? You should use big words and grandiose language. What does grandiose mean?
You're like
sophisticated.
Not even just sophisticated, but like very, very important, serious. Yeah, like law language, something like this, right?
Scientific terms. Yeah. Just as you said.
Yeah. Like instead of saying my leg hurts, like, oh, my femur hurts today. It's not like that, right? It's ridiculous, right? Does it work?
no, it doesn't.
No. Okay. No one cares that you know big words. Doesn't matter. And in fact, you always run the risk of using them wrong there. You should use big words. False. Okay. Good. Right. Plain English. We're going to mention plain English. Just speaking, writing, plainly. It's not bad. Hemingway, very plain. It's okay to ignore a writing prompt to talk about something you're passionate about. Should you ignore what
Can you explain me what's a writing prompt?
Yes, writing prompt is, for example, on that sheet we've given you, there are 3 writing prompts. Prompts are the question you have to answer. So is it okay to forget this question?
Sure not.
For sure, no, right? You'd have to be an idiot to do that. Do not do this, okay? I don't care how passionate you are about something. Please do not just ignore the question. Good. False. Okay. And you should talk about things that aren't elsewhere in your applications. Elsewhere. Do you guys use this word? Elsewhere?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Talk about things that aren't elsewhere in your application. What do you think? Why do they have this essay? Why do they have you write? It seems sort of primitive, right? We have math, we have standardized test scores, we have all your grades. Why do we have the essay? What benefit does the school have for having to check all these essays? Why does the school have? The writing test?
They meet the person
Okay.
on paper.
To get to know something about a person, right? Numbers only say so much about the
They
person.
analyze the person by the facts
Sure.
she wrote. And
Feel the person, analyze, feel however you want to say it. So, what do you think? You should talk about things that aren't elsewhere in your application. Should you just repeat?
It matters about what things. If it's something important, you should put it on your application paper. If it's just a hobby of yours.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Zoom, this is mine now. What were you saying then? Oh, sorry, I got this.
Yeah, so it matters what kind of things you're going to write about.
Okay, sure. But if you have in your application, right, when it says in your application, it's going to have it's probably going to have what in your college application? It's going to have your grades, right? It's going to have your tests. What else is it going to have? Letters?
Hobbies, work experience.
Your diploma?
Your work experience, if you have it.
Your work experience? Maybe. Why? Why would I have that?
They usually ask you if you have...
For your work experience?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
But it's no longer yours.
Yeah.
Not for you.
Okay, thank you.
Volunteering experience, maybe.
Volunteer. Well, this is extracurriculars and stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
I would say work experience a little bit, but more extracurricular stuff, which you can list on the application, right? There'll be a slot on the application usually to list your extracurricular activities, blah, 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 blah. And you have letters of recommendation also, right? And anything else? That's it, pretty much, right?
Portfolio.
Check.
Volunteer activities.
Volunteer. Oh, these are all extracurricular, right? Extracurricular, all this stuff. Playing in the orchestra, helping people, going to church, playing sports, all that stuff is extracurriculars, right? The last thing is, this is the only place where you just get to talk about yourself. You have your teachers talking about you, you have letters of recommendation, but you don't have you talking about yourself. So I would say for sure, do you want to just repeat the information? Do you want to talk about, if you have listed on your application that I am a volunteer, should you talk about that volunteering again?
No,
Or should you show them something new?
something new.
Something new, probably. Yeah, I would say so. Correct. Okay. If you're a dance major at a performing arts school, you don't need to talk about that you like dance. They know that you like dance, right? They're going to think you're a psycho just talking about dance all day if you just do it. No, I'm exaggerating. But, for example, something like that. Okay? All right, guys. Let's look at this real quick. I'm just going to talk quickly about style. First thing, most important rule I'm going to tell you. Okay, this is the most important thing. Think of the reader. Think of the person reading the essay. Who is the person reading the essay? Who's a college admissions officer? College admissions officer. It sounds very big, and it sounds like George Washington. College admissions officer. Who are they, probably?
Maybe the person responsible for writing center?
No, think lower.
That's an interesting question. Who is the reader?
They're usually, from the ones that I've met, they're usually girls who look just like you. And they're probably maybe a few years older, yeah? They're usually recent college graduates, probably 22, 23, and this is one of their first jobs after graduating, and they work in the admissions office. Yeah, there's some differences, right? But a lot of them are going to be this. Just and they sit in a room, and they have thousands of essays, and they. And they do this all day, okay? And they call me and complain about, oh my God, I had to check 100 essays today, blah, blah, blah. Okay? They're just people. There's nice, smart people who have a sense of what the college wants. They work for the admissions office. They have like a sense of the university spirit. People are really into that in America. Yeah, it's not like here. It's like there's a real university atmosphere and all this stuff. We're really into that. So, nice young girl is probably going to be reading your essay. Make it easy for her. Concise. What does it mean, concise?
You should talk about one thing.
Okay, yeah. Talk about one thing and also, yeah.
Focus on one point.
Yeah.
Focus on one point and also to do it, just say it in, say it as quickly as possible. Right? Just like, короче, just, this is it. No, nothing extra. No extra stuff that she needs to waste her time with. Okay, no flowery stuff. Be likable. Be likable. Okay? Do you guys know how to be likable?
Yeah, it should be in sympathy.
Polite.
Polite? Okay, how are you likable? How to be likable?
We use humor when we talk to people.
When you talk to people?
Yeah.
Are you talking to someone?
Well, you can use humor, but you need to do it very delicate.
Very, very carefully, yeah? And carefully, right? So, that's a good point, right? Humor can make you likable, but I want to stress to be careful of that. Other ways you can be likable? What's the best? Any quotes you guys? Are any of you guys writers or anything?
You should be sincere.
Friendly?
Smile.
Friendly style, right? Like you mean like, hi, how are you today? My name's.
No, I would like to say more.
What is friendly? What a good synonym for friendly? He said
If
is.
you read to be much more pleasant to read this text.
Okay, something pleasant. That's good. Yeah, be likable. So don't write about the depressing thing, right? Don't talk about really controversial issues, okay? If you're a fascist or something, probably don't bring it up on the essay. My recommendation, I don't know, it depends on what university you're applying to. The other one you said is you said being friendly. A very similar thing to being friendly is being sincere, right? Be honest. Be you. Be you, okay? When you just are yourself, not trying to be something else, not trying to act like you're Mother Teresa or someone else, it's probably gonna be nicer. You're probably gonna come off like a genuine, sincere person. I mean, you know these words, genuine and sincere?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Are you guys genuine and sincere?
Yes, of course.
Yeah? Okay, okay. Everyone here seems pretty nice, yeah? Why not? Thinking of the reader, no babbling. Okay, I stole this from another application thing we did. We called it rambling. Why do I call it babbling? What is babbling?
Talking
Babble. Say babble. Babble. Say babble. Say babble. 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 I like this word, babble. What is it?
Well, if you write something that is not important, actually.
Talking about
Yeah, babble.
stuff.
Just
like
babble.
writing just right, actually. Just like something.
Yeah, just and then I went here, and it has no direction. It's fluffy. And it's useless, right? If you don't have a linear progression, right? You just go like a really stupid person just talking on their phone. Yeah, just telling a horrible story. Where the first sentence doesn't match the next sentence and you're wondering, why am I listening to this person's conversation, blah, 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 blah. Okay? That's babbling. No babbling. If you're thinking of the reader, you're going to avoid this because they just want to get through the essay, be good. Okay? We showed this in another... This is John F. Kennedy. You guys know John F. Kennedy? President of the U.S.? That guy? Yeah? He was very good. He was a great president, though. This is his essay. The reasons that I have... Huh?
This is the old? Or
This is the whole essay. This is the whole essay. Keep in mind, he's a rich kid. His dad went to Harvard. Okay, you are not John F. Kennedy. Okay, no one here is John F. Kennedy. None of you guys have the ties that John F. Kennedy had to Harvard University. I'm positive no one here has the ties. So you cannot write this and get into Harvard. John F. Kennedy did, but he's John F. Kennedy. I think his brother killed a girl, and that was okay too. Right? These guys are very connected. Yeah. So the reasons that I have for wishing to go to Harvard are several. I feel that Harvard can give me a better background, a better liberal education than any other university. Okay? And then where's the connection between that and this next idea? I've always wanted to go there as I have felt that it is just not just another college, but as a university with something definite to offer. With something definite. Great point, JFK. I don't know, what do you have? Something, okay? And it doesn't even connect to the sentence before. Then too, I would like to go to the same college as my father. Wow, okay, yeah, me too. Great point. To be a Harvard man is an enviable distinction, and one that I sincerely hope I shall attain. Okay? Is there a clear point to this? No. No, it's really not. It says, I like Harvard, but it doesn't even say why. He doesn't give one reason why. It sort of sounds like my dad. I heard my dad talk about it, and I want to go. Okay? So this would be, I would say, this is a good example of babbling. Just no real point, and meandering a little bit. Yeah, man, his dad owned Harvard University. Yeah, of course he did. But it's a different case, yeah? This is a good, Vladimir loves this chart. These are the paragraphs. Sentence 1 should lead to sentence 2. Sentence 2 should lead to sentence 3, sentence 3, sentence 4, sentence 4, sentence 5. And sentence 5 should in some way conceptually connect to the first sentence of the next paragraph, right? So this is just a good, Vladimir really loves this chart, so I included it. Just keep this in mind. Think about your ideas. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't be anything confusing for people. Again, there's nice girls going to be reading it over very quickly. Be vivid. What does it mean, vivid? Not bland. What was bland about JFK's essay?
It was about nothing.
It was boring.
It was boring, okay, and it was about nothing. For example, when he says, Harvard always has something definite to offer, right? This is no detail, it's bland, it doesn't tell you anything, right? Okay? So bland, uninspiring personal statements provide little to no insight about the application. If you talk about that you are a good person and you want to do good things to make a good world, that's bland, right? It's nice, the idea is nice, but it's bland. There's no color to it. I don't see you. I just see someone who says they want to do good. I can hear that anywhere, any day, right? How to fix bland, okay? First thing, I know this is kind of a weird presentation because it's really like, it's almost like a motivational speech or something, right? It's hard to really talk about style, but I can't stress enough that these are from different sources, right? An honest, intimate conversation about yourself. What does it mean, intimate?
Personal.
Personal, very personal, right? Okay? So you're talking about yourself. Personal doesn't mean reveal all your secrets or anything like that, right? But what do we say? You want to be friendly, you want to be likable, you should be sincere, you should be genuine, right? You really talk about yourself. That's one way. That's the main way to get rid of blandness, right? So you don't show the reader anything. You don't tell the reader anything. You let the reader see it by describing the situation, right? The situation should speak for itself. Okay? You don't want to be like too heavy-handed. What does it mean, heavy-handed?
I mean, you're writing something and it's kind of... I can't explain it. I understand it, but I can't explain it.
Okay. Heavy-handed would be, for example, let's say, I don't know. Let's say you're flirting with somebody, yeah? Flirting? You know what flirting is? Yeah? Okay. Alright, let's say you're flirting with somebody, right? You can either just like be cool and just sort of be yourself, and they'll understand that you're flirting, or you can walk in and just be like, I like you so much, you're very pretty. Okay? That's heavy-handed. Yeah, okay, that's heavy-handed, just putting everything out there, right? You don't want to be heavy-handed. You want to just let the reader understand the situation. If you write it genuinely and nicely, they'll see it, I promise you. A tip for this, for example, just small things, right? If you're telling a story about other people, don't say, my teacher. Don't say, my friend. Use their name. If you don't want to use their name, invent the name. Give them an interesting, memorable name, yeah? My teacher, Gavrilica, or something like this. Something that'll make them remember, okay? Little details like this make it more vivid. Make them up. That's a good phrase word, by the way. Make them up, okay? If you don't have names for people, make them up. Make them memorable. Call someone, no. Maybe they've never heard of Moldova. Call someone Dracula or something. Maybe they'll be into that. This is the same thing like in JFK's example, right? This isn't the place to talk about they have a great school. They know they have a great school. You're sending them a check. You're paying them just to apply. Okay? They don't need to hear about this. They need to hear about you. Okay? Final big points. Be subtle before being corny. Don't just say. Corny is sort of like what I said about heavy-handed, yeah? So what is subtle?
Subtle.
Subtil in Romanian?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you know what it means?
Yeah.
Okay, can you describe it to me?
Well, everybody knows what you mean, even if you don't actually mention it.
Okay, right? So for example, and corny is sort of like, cliche, or it has a bad vibe to it, right? So if you're talking about like, I've seen it all the time in Moldovan essays, and I really hate it. It's like every time I have my students at the university write something like about themselves, they would say like, end it with, I think life is beautiful, and every day is a precious gift, right? And this is, for me, it just seems... It's annoying, right? It's corny. It's too. We hear it all the time. It's not so good, right? But if you tell me a really nice story, and if you talk about the way things happen to you, blah 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 blah, you can say that life is beautiful without saying outright life is beautiful, right? Okay. You just gotta think of a way to say that, right? How do you do that? You try. You practice. You start writing. Okay? You find a way that sounds good. Maybe you'll find it after the first few drafts. Maybe it'll take you a while. Yeah? You'll find out. Careful with your humor, okay? Be careful with it. And lastly, what is the university probably most interested in? Do they care about how good you are? Or about how Moldovan you are? Or about how anything like this?
They care about what they have here.
Yeah, it's a university. They care about how smart you are, okay? So if you're trying to find what you want to show them about you, keep in mind that smart is probably the coolest thing, right? How do you show that you're smart? How do you show you're smart? You look smart. How do you show that you're smart?
I don't know, maybe you should save me.
I should tell you?
Yes.
No, come on, you tell me. How do you think? How do you think? What about you?
Maybe.
You also look. You all look smart. Everyone in this room kind of looks smart. Okay, that's cool.
By conveying smart ideas.
Huh?
Thoughts. By conveying smart thoughts.
Okay, by backing up your ideas. Is that what you mean? By being convincing? Is that how you show you're smart? Is
By
that what you mean?
communicating.
By communicating. Okay, by communicating well, you show you're smart? Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
by your grades and achievements in your school.
Okay, but
No.
are you going to write about your grades in the essay?
About bringing the
No,
point.
no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to do that. They already have a list of your grades, right? So are you going to say you're smart by your achievements? No. Why don't you say you're smart by?
You bring a point and justify it, and they don't even need to question whether you're smart or not. They just read your essay. And
Okay. Yeah. That's a great making a good point. Saying something smart. Okay? You don't have to say that I'm smart. You just have to say something smart, and they'll know you're smart. Yeah? Or you just show that you're an interesting person. Show that you're a thinking person. Yeah? Not that you're just like everybody else. That you actually have questions, that you have your own opinions. That's going to be your most important and attractive quality when you're applying to the school. And lastly, guys, plain English, okay? Big words, don't you?
keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. It's a phrase. I don't know who invented it, but it always works for me. Keep it simple, stupid is the best thing in the world. Yeah? Okay? No big vocabulary. Short sentences. Yeah, nothing crazy. Don't have cliches. What are cliches? What's cliche? Cliche?
We don't know. What,
You do know?
But I don't think.
Very often used formulas.
Yes. No.
Ideas.
Yeah. Phrases that are used too much. Yeah. Okay. And that includes also idioms. Yeah. Do you guys study idioms? Not my cup of tea.
Oh.
Okay, I would go crazy if I was reading an essay and I would see like it, but it's not my cup of tea. It's why? Because it's annoying. Okay. It's huh?
You cringe when you read it.
Yeah, sometimes, right? They're for conversational. Idioms are for conversation, or for little smaller kids writing papers, trying to find their voice. But for a college essay, no, it's not appropriate. So good, short, clean language, and also the thing about why Amy Samuelson wrote in advance. Mistakes. Yeah. Let's say you guys are busy, right? You make typos, you make spelling mistakes, etc., etc., etc. You guys all took this. You guys all took this little packet. Do you have this here? We'll look at this very quickly. You can take this home and look at it, and then soon we're going to start writing, guys. Okay? Okay, we're almost there. How long should they write for?
As long as they want.
Okay. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, guys, you can stay here for a month.
Yeah. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this a little faster, guys. I also have. We'll do. Yeah. Let's. I want to show you something very quickly. You guys can look at it after. But okay, we look at here again at the top. Avoid using idioms and cliches. There's some examples here. Also avoid quotes. Okay, using quotes is also a cliche, by the way, right? How many essays start with George Washington once said, I don't care what George. I want to know you. I don't want to know George Washington. I don't want to know your opinion on George Washington. I want to know you. Yeah. Okay. So avoid using quotes. I hate these little phrases here. It goes without saying and needless to say. These are stupid phrases, right? It's like when the people use literally wrong and they use it figuratively. Have you ever? Do you know? Is this the same words in Romanian? I don't know if this is the problem.
We have them.
You have the same words, right? In English, I hate it when people do this. They'll say like,
they'll exaggerate a story and they'll say, literally, I am literally starving to death. And you go, no, you're not literally starving to death, you're figuratively starving to death because you're very hungry. If you're literally starving to death, you are dying, right? And this I hate, just say it. If you're going to say, needless to say, then don't say it. If you don't, why are you saying it if you don't need to say it, yeah? It goes without saying, again, why are you saying it? Pay attention to the language that
It
you're
looks
using.
like you have to strike the 300 words in an essay, and you have to...
Exactly, yeah? You don't need to pad the essay, okay? The shorter, they'll probably be very happy with the short essay, as you'll see. Avoid some of these adverbs, yeah, like very, etc., etc., etc. Stephen King writes, I forget, like 1,000 words without adverbs every day to practice, right? Avoid this kind of stuff. Very, quite, totally, already, fairly, actually, much, okay? Find other ways to say it, other modifiers, okay? Stronger ones. Don't overuse like, okay? I don't know if you guys spent any time in America. Americans overuse like a lot. An essay could fill up 30, 40 words, don't need it. And the whole reason I jumped to this was, why do this in other minutes? Spell check. Don't rely on spell check. Really consider this. You have to look for every mistake. What's the two things here? What is this? What does this say here next to don't rely on spell check?
the second one I know, but the first one I don't.
Before they run away. Attention sheets. Yes, where is the attention?
Oh, please, yeah. I guess it's over there. Yeah, if you guys could put your names on this for the embassy, would be happy.
The embassy would be very happy.
Candy stripper versus candy striper.
Where's stripper?
Candy striper. Does anyone know what candy striper is?
No.
Candy striper is a nurse.
You need to Google it. You need to show.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Sure. Well, Vladimir's going to show you.
Are they show bad pictures? So tell me how to spell it.
stripper. No, P-E-R, sorry. Anyway, guys, the point is one is a stripper. We know what strippers are, right? No?
You need to explain it well.
I can't tell if you're Googling or not.
Google it first.
Candy with one P, with one P.
Okay, if you want.
It's a nurse, okay? Vladimir found very sexy pictures of this nurse. But the point is that one is a nurse, one is an exotic dancer, okay?
Why is
Spell check.
Why nurse?
I don't know.
Why candy?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have an idea. Because they're wearing this uniform with red and white stripes, and they look like a very famous candy. You know these candies? Those little candies?
Yeah. With red and white.
With
Candy, yeah, probably, maybe. But the point is, guys, on spell check, both of those are going to be okay, right? But if you're telling the university how proud you are to be a candy stripper, is that a good first impression? Maybe. It depends on who's reading it. Yeah, it depends on who's reading the essay, but most likely, probably not. Okay? And guys, there's good rules here. I'll let you guys read these to yourself. Rules from George Orwell. You guys know George Orwell? Mm-hmm. Wrote 1984? No? Very good writer. And on the back is Kurt Vonnegut. You guys read Kurt Vonnegut? Yeah? Both great writers. For example, if you can cut something out, cut it out. If it doesn't need to be there, take it out. Make it clean, make it short. Never use a long word where a short word will do. Don't use the passive. Use the active. Okay? You guys know passive and active, right?
Yes.
Forget the passive. Don't need it. Okay? If you look at Kurt Vonnegut's ones, again, he says don't ramble. Ramble is the same as babble. Keep it simple. Pity the reader is his last tip. Pity the reader. Pity the reader. What does it mean, pity? What does it mean, pity? Pity the reader. What does it mean?
It's with Mila.
Huh?
To consider it.
Yes, consider them. Not even consider them, but like to feel for them, to have real empathy for them.
Yeah.
Okay, understand what they're going through. Okay. Don't, just because you thought something, oh, you know, I don't need to have this in my essay, but it
Just
sounded
put
really
yourself
cute.
in their place.
Don't waste their time. What's that?
You just put yourself in their place.
Yeah, okay. That's above all the main idea. Guys, let's turn, I'm sorry, these got printed very small. You guys, maybe you can read this at home, but do you see these two essays? We have essay 1 and essay 2. See that little, you see the print? Is that too small for you to read?
Yes.
It's a little difficult, yeah? I'll tell you what. Let's read the first paragraph from essay 1. I will read it to you guys, okay? I'm going to read it to you guys because it's very difficult to read. So if you can't see it,
Can I find it? Can I find it?
Yes, it's good. It's on your Facebook. But anyway, I'm gonna read this first one. So guys, let's take a look at this. From the time I was able to realize what a university was, all I heard from my mother's side of the family was about the University of Michigan. No, it sounds just like JFK. And the great heritage it has. Many a Saturday afternoon, my grandfather would devote to me by sitting me down in front of the television and reminiscing about the University of Michigan while halftime occurred during the Michigan Wolverines football game. Later, can you imagine if you've read like 5,000 of these essays in one day? Can you imagine that? Later, as I grew older and universities took on greater meaning, my mother and uncle, both alumni of the University of Michigan, took me to see their old stamping grounds. Okay,
This is better.
Thank you. Their old stamping grounds. That's first of all, that's incorrect. That's not that. It's stomping grounds, not stamping grounds. From first sight, the university looked frightening because of its size, but with such a large school comes diversity of people and of academic and non-academic events. If you say academic and non-academic events, shouldn't you just say events? It sounds like it includes everything.
It's very Moldovan and Russian, you know. This stuff. People inside and outside of the building and not the building. Within Moldova and outside. All over the world, yeah. What is this? It sounds so beautiful in Russian Romanian.
Oh, no, it's a waste of time. It's nothing, right? So, guys, in the interest of time, we have this. One more paragraph, yeah? In Springfield High School, non-academic clubs such as Future Physicians and the Pylon, both of which I belonged to for 2 years, give me an opportunity to see both the business world and the medical world. Okay? Does he say why? These 2 clubs have given me a greater sense of what these careers may be like. In Future Physicians, I participated in field trips to children's hospitals and also participated in 2 blood banks. Could this be somewhere else on his application?
Sorry?
Could this be somewhere else on his application? For sure. I guarantee you there's a place on your application for extracurricular activities where you could write Future Physicians. And you can write 2 years. And you could write participated in blood drive. I guarantee you there's a spot on your application where you can just write this out like this, okay? Okay, did we learn anything about this guy? No, we know he did something, okay? But people do lots of stuff. He doesn't make it vivid. We don't know him.
Your point is that this is just facts. Just like list of facts.
My point is that this is not, this is repeating stuff, that's already going to be on his application somewhere else. And again, it's facts. It's not about him. It's like you only have a few words. You're trying to show who you are. This doesn't show you anything. It shows talking about your achievements. Is anyone else going to have done things, extracurricular activities? Do you think anyone else has done it out of the 5,000 people? Every single one of them have. Every single one.
As you mentioned before, he already tells them what they know, that they have a great university, that it has great heritage, a big building. It's just...
This guy's horrible. He's an animal. Yeah. If we look, guys in the back, we have a critique, right? This is done. I took this from the College Board website, which again, the College Board is on people who do the SATs. Okay, they're the ones who prepare. That's their business. They're billionaires from preparing people for university, right? And this is their critique. Let's look at the critique. Let's just read for the introduction. I don't want to spend too much time on it. But if we turn the back, the introduction seems to have a lack of focus. Where's the writer going with this paragraph? Where's the writer going with this essay? Is he going to talk about how much his mother talks about University of Michigan? Is that what he's going to talk about the whole time? The writer needs to tighten the phrasing. While halftime occurred. While halftime occurred. To at halftime. Excuse me. Or from first sight to immediately. Okay? He can shorten it up. There's no focus, like you said. Yeah. And this is a very abrupt transition. First he's talking about, he always heard about University of Michigan, then he's talking about his club. Where's the tradition? Where's that chart that we talked about, right? Sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3, sentence 4, right? How did we get from Michigan's diversity to writers' clubs? Blah, 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 blah. And it includes general statements with little evidence. Okay? How do these activities reveal career paths if you're reading it, right? And all that stuff. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Let's look at the second essay real quick, just the beginning. And I encourage you guys, this critique is very good, guys. It's going to show you, it's going to really demonstrate, but you don't need me to just read it to you. You guys can read it to yourself. Yeah, if you need another copy, you can just ask us on Facebook. We can send you just the original document. It's too small. There are some spelling mistakes in this, blah, 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 blah. If we go to the second essay, let's read the beginning of it. My most important experience sought me out. It happened to me. I didn't cause it. Interesting. What does it mean it sought me out? What does it mean sought me out? Sought me out? Anyone know? So sought is like seek. Seek, it's the third form of seek, right? My most important experience found me. I didn't find it. It came to me. It's an interesting idea, yeah?
Catchy.
I didn't cause it, huh?
It's catchy.
It's catchy. It's catchy. It's interesting. My preferred companions are books or music or pen and paper. I have only a small circle of close friends, few of whom get along together. Oh, that's a great detail. I have a small group of friends. Everyone has a small group of friends. Few of whom get along together. Okay. Now we see more of the picture. We really start to see this guy as a three-dimensional person. They could easily be counted misfits. Misfits are like, sort of like gopniks, but maybe a little, maybe more neutral. This is like, huh?
Gopnik.
Yeah, but gopniks, they have no home. They're just sort of lost misfits. Yeah, they don't fit in anywhere. Yeah. To be plain, I found it quite easy to doubt my ability to have any sort of close relationship. After the closing festivities of Andover Summer School this past summer, on the night before we were scheduled to leave, a girl I had met during the program's course approached me. She came to my room and sat down on my bed and announced that she was debating with herself whether she wanted me to become her boyfriend. She wanted my reaction, my opinion. This is a college essay. This is a college essay, okay? And this is a successful college essay. If you guys continue, it's going to be talking about his relationship. Now, in general, this is kind of dangerous, right? You don't want to write about just the boy who broke your heart or the girl who made you, I don't know, whatever.
Now, guys, after reading these three very short paragraphs, do you have a feeling that you want to read the rest?
Yes.
This is a good sign. This is a
Right.
good sign.
I liked it, right?
Right. This is exactly the point, right? That girl who's reading all those essays, boom, you gave her something interesting now.
This is exactly what you want to do with the reader when you'll be writing your essay. You want the reader to finish your essay. Oh, what happened then? What happened later?
Yeah. Guys, my college essay, right? When I got accepted to, I think I don't know what the statistics are, but something like only 10%, 10-15% of the applicants to my university got accepted. Yeah, same level as Harvard and things like this. Yeah, this is picky school. My college essay was about my dad getting drunk, taking me on a little motorcycle, us riding around on my aunt's 40th birthday, the police pulling us over, and me having to tell the police that my dad was blind and drunk, and that's why he doesn't have a driver's license. Okay, this is my application essay.
Was it real or you just had to...
It's real.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real.
That's very nice.
Yeah, and it worked. I was in no problem. Okay. Did I have the best grades? They were okay, but they weren't amazing. Yeah, the essay for sure helped me. Okay, because I just wrote a true story, something interesting, something that grabbed their attention, and a little twist at the end. Okay, I didn't tell me he was blind until the end, blah blah blah. And I had a little thing about what I learned. But I let them know who I was through this. Okay? And it worked. So, you can't be too embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed to share things. Yeah? Be likable. Be yourself. Be genuine. Blah, blah, blah. If we look at what it says on the back here, the introduction is brief and memorable. They're going to remember it. I promise. I'm not such a vain person, but I think the admissions officer who read my essay about the police pulling over a blind man on a motorcycle with his son, the son was like 7 years old, I think they're probably going to remember this story, right? Most people I know remember this story, right? The reader is drawn into the rest of the essay. That's what Ladder was saying. Blah, blah, blah. The second paragraph shows that the essay has a clear focus, his anxiety about relationships. The focus of his essay is anxiety about relationships. That's okay. That's okay. Mine was about finding new adventures. Mine was about how it was exciting to be on the motorcycle. Yeah, that's what my story was about. This is about close relationships. Something that's important to you. It doesn't have to be purely academic, how you're the best student, just that you're an interesting person. Okay? Guys, enough of this. Let's, you get the point, yeah? I really suggest reading this at home. The thing you're going to do now, guys, is you guys have the opportunity, and I think you should do it now, because you're not going to do it later. Yeah? I think would be, what I want you guys to do is, you have this sheet, and it has the 3 prompts from Yale University. Okay? And I suggest you do it here right now. You can ask us questions if you have some. Do you have? You have? Oh, yeah. Everyone has? Okay, perfect. Go ahead. How many of you, are you in high school? 12th?
10th.
10th. Are you in high school?
Already.
You already finished? Okay. Maybe graduate school or something like that? Masterat?
No, it's on old Soviet system.
Okay.
5 years, but 4 years of bachelor exam.
Bachelor's, okay. But so you're finished with university. Your first 5 years of university.
Complete, yes.
Okay. What did you do? 11. 11th grade? 11. 10.
My son will apply.
Your son's going to apply. Okay. Okay. This is a perfect time to start. This is a really good, guys, the resource here that you have, the Academic Writing Center, is really great. So I suggest you do this. Did you put, where's the email for the? They have it on the sheet, right? They have it on the sheet.
Yeah.
But guys, see these 3 prompts? And I told you, pick one of these, right? And start writing. And see what you can write in 45 minutes, half an hour. Yeah? Yeah? Take 45 minutes right now. Write something. Be yourself. Be short. Be concise. Express yourself. And see what we say. See what the writing says.
You can write it in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And you can write it here, or you can go outside. We have some tables outside. You can write it outside.
And do it now. Do it before 12 on Saturday and get a good start.
Yep.
Yeah? Try it first. It's the perfect option.
Good luck.
Yeah. And let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to ask.